Hey folks, it's Lindsay Hosen back in the building with SPS right at the DC Summer League, the DC Elite Summer League that is. And not only we had a big fella putting some great things together, but we have the ladies representing, Miss Shaquita Coltrane, Coach Q. What's going on, Coach Q?
What's going on?
Yeah, shout out to the Michigan Lady Playmakers.
Yes, sir.
Wow. You know, what people don't know is that SPS is going to take a deep dive into girls basketball. But it's like, man, you can't be talking girls basketball if you're not talking to Coach Q. That's what's up, right?
I'm so glad that they put you on to let you know that that's what it is.
Yeah, we don't want them problems.
But honestly, Lizzie, too, I definitely appreciate you, man. It's so needed. It's a hole there. It's a gap. It's a deficit. And to showcase these girls, to spotlight these girls, because it's bigger than basketball. But give them these same opportunities that these girls hoop too.
Sure.
They work hard too.
They get it in.
Academics, all the whole nine.
Listen, I still got scratches on my arms when I was playing with the girls back at and then, you know, me and Lakita used to go out over at Cooley High School at the course outside. And, you know, Rod was, we were teammates back at Henry Ford.
All right.
Yeah.
See, I ain't going to say nothing bad. You know?
You ain't going to say nothing bad?
No,
Yep.
I clown him about Henry Ford all the time.
Yeah, but Rod held it down. But no, you know, I appreciate you talking about the deficit, but we got to give credit to Derek Coleman because this platform allows me to transition and do it. Now, somebody made a good point. Actually, it was Anika McEvans made a good point about it. They said basketball can be, college basketball, men's basketball gets covered by accident. And I agree with that. I was at a track meet at East Lansing because I'm a proud native Detroiter living in East Lansing. I was at a track meet, and the young lady's dad coaches for Michigan State football, Courtney Hawkins. So they came out and covered her, but the storyline was him being a football coach.
All day.
Yeah.
All day. And I see that all the time. Like you said, and it's literally like that even for the girls.
Right.
It's by accident if you affiliate with something. But just speaking of affiliation, I'm glad you mentioned DC. Derek Coleman and I, we've been talking for probably 2 or 3 years just about this very same thing. And this year I was so happy that when he started putting it together, he called me like, Q, it's time. He like, it's go time. He like, you know, last year, COVID, whatever, I'm doing what I do my thing. He like, but I want you by my side. Let's bring these girls in.
Right.
So the girls will be here next week.
Yeah, they'll be here.
Yeah.
And I'll be back for that.
And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think it's important, you know, once I lock in on something, it's not hard, but just give me whether it's a history lesson or current events, like what's happening with girls basketball in the state of Michigan in particular, so we need to be aware of.
Okay, so let me just say this. First of all, I feel like, you know, Michigan, we got all these gyms. It's so hidden.
Sure.
You know, a lot of people don't come to the Midwest to look for what they're looking for. They drive through here. You know what I'm saying? And, man, do we got talent, like talent on top of talent. And more than even just the born with it talent, the drive, the heart, you can't teach that.
Sure.
That's here in girls basketball, especially like right here in our own, you know, areas.
Right.
So between just AAU, and then we got a lot of girls that don't even go to the clubs or don't know about the, you know, the travel clubs to play in, where they still got that heart, that desire to play.
Right.
If I'm in the gym 5 days, I got girls that's literally showing up 5 days, you know, because the work ethic, the commitment is there. But not just for the Michigan Lady Playmakers. You know, it's so many other programs.
But shout out to the Michigan Lady Playmakers.
Oh, for sure. I was going to say, we just highlighting us right now.
Right,
you know, I'm grateful for this opportunity, but I know a lot of other programs that are giving these girls this opportunity, but it's because the girls want it. Like, they want it. They're hungry. Like, feed them. And my biggest thing is, I have a daughter, graduated from Birmingham Girls. Shout out to Shay Carter at Washington University.
Shay, get it in.
Yeah, she's Player of the Year.
I'm gonna wave at her when I ride down 96. Yeah.
But on that note, you know, just saying, she kind of set the trend here at Groves that started to turn the corner for them here. And that's what it takes. Like, give these girls an opportunity to play on the next level. Sure. Because for girls, luckily for girls, it's so many colleges to handle the amount of girls. You know, for the boys, it's a little tougher. But for these girls,
so you're saying there are more opportunities almost.
so many more opportunities. So you could be like, well, she not that good. I don't care. Don't give me the girls that got talent. Give me the girls that want to play.
Wow.
It's a college for you at every level. And just because it's JUCO here, it ain't always got to be Schoolcraft or Henry Ford. You could go to Daytona University in Florida. Give these girls a chance to play. They want to play. Feed them.
Right.
freedom.
Right. That you educated me to something, just a common fact that we can look at and try to evaluate talent on a male perspective. Like, oh man, she ain't that good, but in comparison to what?
Comparison to what? Because that's why a lot of these girls, and I'm not gonna lie, Michigan Lady Playmakers, we're new as in birth. So this is only my second year. But
wow.
when I started, I had 3 teams. This year I have 5 teams. But everybody that's on my team is because they came to me.
So what will be the difference between different teams? Having 3 or 5, what's the difference?
The numbers is growing. That's all I'm saying. Is the word is getting out. It's growing.
Sure. Okay.
But in comparison, what I was saying is a lot of girls come that didn't make these other teams. You know what I'm saying? They went out for you didn't have enough talent. Sorry, honey, you're not going to get to play. So I don't need that. And even aside from that, for the girls, like I said, who don't play in the leagues, who just play high school.
Right.
Maybe they're uninformed. Maybe they can't afford it or whatever. Even at the high school level, if you have a desire to play, you got the heart, you got the work ethic,
right.
you got the effort. It's a college for you. Give it to these girls. So it's not just about talent. Like you said, she's not that good for who? Mm-hmm. Lords might think she's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It might be Concordia that says she's a diamond in the rough versus UConn is like, You know what I'm saying? But she still can play, still can go to school for free, still can travel the world, still can get a free education, still can make this thing bigger than basketball.
And then on that same note, once you go somewhere and you put down roots at a school, there become employment opportunities because you built this relationship.
The network, the connection, and even just to be able to go back and give back. You know what I'm saying? Because now Lindsay played over here, he's plugged.
Right.
This kid not that good, but he knows Lindsay. Lindsay know them.
There we go.
Now it's opportunity.
There we go.
And then even like for me, I have 2 girls that's under me. They're in their first year of college. Coach, I just want to coach. I just want to help. I just want to get back. So I'm grooming them. You know what I'm saying? They coach with Lady Playmakers. Shout out Coach Lay and Coach Zach.
Sure.
Just to give back without, I need to get paid or I need to make that money. They just want an opportunity to let these girls go further than where they went.
So along with what SPS is going to be doing, putting the word out, doing these things, what are other things that parents can do? People who just, love the game. I got some of my homeboys from college who would just go be here just to be here. What else can other shareholders do to help promote the lady sport?
I'm so glad that you said that because, man, I'm telling you, and I've been so blessed with the parents that I have. I could not halfway do what I do or have the limited amount of success of whatever people consider success. I call it success without the support from my parents that I've had, or even the other people who sown seeds into Michigan Lady Playmakers and into Coach Q. But it takes all of that, and I think that's the biggest piece that I add to my program is the parent education. I didn't know that much. I graduated from Pershing. I'm a dope boy.
Yeah, sure.
So
dope boy.
it's that 7 mile.
Yeah. The 7 miles, 7 mile love all day.
All day. But when I played, it's DPS, the scholarships. The inner city kids. They met you at the front door. Like I said, my daughter out here, Birmingham Groves. Where the scholarships? Like you gotta go get it. You have to be engaged. You have to be involved. And then even for any kind of anything, it takes money to make things happen.
Sure.
So
gotta have some resources.
Gotta have some resources. So I'm constantly Playmakers have a 501c3. So we spend money with Nike. I got some girls that need to get to where they need to.
Are the Nikes of the world reciprocating yet?
You know what? We just touching that. But Dick's is responsible.
Shout out to Dick's, one of our sponsors, and the Horatio Williams Foundation too.
See, now that's what else.
Gilead Sciences, who are help sponsor this platform.
And see, and that's what I'm saying. That's what it is. So I appreciate this platform for me to be able to reach out, get in front, because it takes that. You know what I'm saying? We travel. We're a travel program. So we going to Kentucky. We going to Orlando. We go to Atlanta. We're not driving it all in places that's too far.
Right.
And everybody ain't got it, Lindsay.
Right. I know.
I'm every fundraiser, every hustle, we did a bottle drive. I think I brought in like $450 in bottles.
Wow.
Me.
Wow.
Putting them in at Myers.
Sure.
Because I got a girl who want to go and mama can't really get that.
Right.
It's not about the money to me. It's about the opportunity.
Right.
So even if, like you said, sponsors, just people who care enough to just tap in. Man, $5 to $25 to $2,500. All that goes a long way for these young ladies.
And then it's also for the people that we mentioned, the sponsors and supporters, that we support those who support our community. So
That
if
part.
Dick's is showing love, I love Dick's anyway.
I love Dix anyway.
Yeah, I love that. Dick's and Staples. I like those are my two. I'm like, oh.
Because you need your equipment.
you see.
You got to get what you get. So
We talked about it before, but I just really want to go back into social media and the impact that it has. I'm doing a lot of work and research as it relates to the impact social media has on performance. But when you add the gender element, that's a whole different aspect. You know, we talked about it before, but what can you really say about that as far as what people need to pay attention to and what can help our young people, particularly our young ladies, when it comes to that?
So again, first let me go back, Lindsay, and say I just appreciate, even the work and the research. Like, nobody really understands how important all these little things. Like, it is the little things. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Little things turn into big things, especially if they're not addressed.
Right.
And a lot of people, like, you got your phone. Y'all don't know what these kids is doing on here, what they looking at, what they're going through.
Right.
And it's so important. So I just thank you for even.
I mean, you're right, because that phone will give them access to any and everything in
We
abundance.
had that growing up. If you was gonna pick on me, you had to do it right here, like this. You know what I'm saying?
And if I want to look at something bad, it was under my uncle's bed.
You understand me? That mattress. Everybody got that dirty uncle.
Exactly. Shout out to the dirty uncle.
Uncle Larry.
Right. Who
But
goodness.
no, seriously, like I said, just from a female's perspective, our young ladies already have so much on their shoulders when it comes to just different insecurities. You gotta fit this making model.
And the ages 8 to 13, it's been said that I have a daughter. Shout out to Madeline.
Hey,
Madeline. Just by the sheer nature of women being women, it's harder for them to help their daughters with their insecurities. So it's so important that the male figures that they have around are there. And if they're absent, that only adds to how this can be like exacerbated.
I'm glad that you said that because it even takes me into our male coaches. Like, shout out to Coach Brian. It's so important with these young ladies who have absentee dads. My dad wasn't there. I looked up to my coaches. Again, Coach Ghostin, Carson.
Wow. Yeah. And in the event that you don't have those, I mean, it can lead to issues with men and males and
that part. But even the ones that you have, if everything you say is you cussing them out all the time.
Coaching them like the boys.
Coaching them like the boys. So then in their mind, they think it's okay. This is how a man should talk to you. This is what I should accept. This is what I should tolerate.
Yeah.
So now when I'm looking at my boyfriend and he's it's okay.
Or I'm going to be drawn to people who respond like that because that's them kind of telling me how they feel about
I love the game. I love basketball.
Yeah.
This is my coach. I know my coach got my back. This is how he talk. So clearly he got to love me too. Plus now social media says and this and that. So it's so important, man, that first of all, I want to shout out to Anaya, man. I love my baby. She over at Southfield A&T. A healthier girl.
Sure.
Singled out all her life. You that girl, you that fat girl.
Right.
She done lost over 80 pounds, man, training, working with me, and love me. But the amount of confidence that has come to her game, to her individual, to say, baby, you made just how you supposed to be. Everybody can't be slim thick. Everybody can't be, whatever. I'm like, you made how you supposed to be made.
Right.
And use all of that.
Right.
Who coming through there?
Yeah.
You better get her up out of here. Like, here.
And to be able to have an outlet with basketball, to be able to allow her to see the benefit of that,
Right.
and carry that off.
And then, like you said, I'm gonna close it on this though. Even with the social media. So now I'm recording you. I let you see yourself work where you never thought you was pretty enough. You didn't think you was shapely enough, or you thought you was too skinny. I can't do nothing. I don't weigh enough.
Right.
But then when you watching yourself on this film and you see yourself working, now you, oh yeah, coach.
Sure.
That confidence starts.
Right.
That's what our young ladies need. They can't do anything in this basketball world without being confident. Confidence comes from being confident. And you got to build that in them.
And then you also mentioned previously that instead of putting those mega memes out there, things in the program, record yourself working out, record yourself doing things that are productive. And we know that when coaches look for stuff, they look at those things.
They look at that first. Or I know when you serious about this game and you out there looking at Twitter or you watching your competition, now you in her head because she done already, oh dang, look, oh she this, oh she.
Right.
Yeah, it's a highlight, so you're not going to see nothing bad. But guess what? You want to be the same way.
Right.
Make your little minute and 30 seconds.
Sure.
Instantaneous.
Sure. I love it. I love it. Well, this is Lindsey Hudson with SPS, sitting here with Shaquita, Coach Q Coltrane, representing for the Michigan Lady Playmakers, doing some great thing and being a great ambassador for women's basketball in the state of Michigan, throughout the country and throughout the world, right?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. And I appreciate you helping me with this introduction into the sport, and I look forward to seeing you out here this season and many more seasons. And thank you for all that you're doing to help these young ladies have a bright day. Any final words you got for your fans and support group out there?
So again, just first back to you, Lindsey.